Saturn's largest moon, Titan, may be far colder and stranger than Earth, but it could also be more alive with possibilities than we ever imagined. According to new NASA research, Titan's freezing lakes, made of liquid methane and ethane, might naturally create something extraordinary. Inside those alien seas, tiny bubble-like structures called vesicles could form on their own. These are simple, cell-like containers that might represent the very first steps toward life. To understand why this is exciting, let's go back to Earth. Billions of years ago, before life existed, Earth's oceans were just chemical soups. In that soup, molecules eventually formed little bubbles that protected what was inside. Those bubbles are thought to be the first primitive cell walls, the foundation of all life. Now here's the twist. Titan might be repeating that story. But instead of water, it's happening in liquid methane and ethane, an environment completely different from Earth. If true, it means life doesn't need to follow Earth's rules. It could start in ways we never expected. Titan itself is an incredible world. It's bigger than the planet Mercury and wrapped in a thick, golden-orange atmosphere. For centuries, it was a mystery. Then, when NASA's Cassini spacecraft arrived at Saturn in 2004, everything changed. We discovered Titan has rivers, lakes, and even rain. But instead of water, it's all methane. It has a weather cycle like Earth. Clouds form, rain falls, lakes fill, and liquid evaporates again, but with alien chemistry. When sunlight hits Titan's atmosphere, it breaks apart methane molecules. The fragments then recombine into more complex organic molecules, some of which rain down onto the surface. This process could be building the raw materials for life, just like it did on early Earth. The new study suggests that when raindrops splash into Titan's lakes, they may throw up tiny droplets coated in special molecules called amphiphiles. These molecules are unusual. They have one side that avoids liquid and another side that bonds with it. On Earth, they form spheres like soap bubbles, trapping water inside. On Titan, they could form vesicles, little cell-like bubbles floating in methane lakes. And here's the most mind-blowing part. These vesicles wouldn't just sit there. They could multiply, interact, and even compete with each other. In other words, Titan may already be experimenting with the first stages of evolution. NASA scientist Connor Nixon summed it up perfectly. The existence of vesicles on Titan would demonstrate an increase in order and complexity, conditions necessary for the origin of life. Of course, this is still a theory, but soon we may get closer to answers. NASA's Dragonfly mission, a flying robot the size of a car, is set to explore Titan. Dragonfly will hop from place to place across the surface, studying the chemistry of the soil, atmosphere, and maybe even signs of pre-life processes. It won't land in the lakes themselves, but it will give us a clearer picture of Titan's habitability. Think about what this means. If Titan is creating the ingredients of life in a world of methane, it challenges everything we know. Life may not just be an Earth phenomenon. It could be a cosmic one, appearing in environments we once thought were impossible. So, the question remains, could Titan be showing us the very beginning of life, just in a completely alien way? And if that's true, then maybe, just maybe, we're not so alone after all.